If you saw our last video, you would know that shortly after leaving the garage and driving to Quito, everything went wrong.
You're having fun?
Have zero brakes, can't find second easily, and most of Quito is just one big hill. This day's
Oh, look how dirty my face is.
You wouldn't think our day could have got any worse, but
He's the only dude who was happy to stop and help us though.
we've been in Quito a day now, and already we've fixed two of the main problems. We've had the radiator welded and they fixed a hole in it, and we've taken our brakes to a torno and we've got the piston pushed out. It's cleaned and it's been refitted with a new seal. The only problem now is that Ruby does not want to start. She doesn't want to leave Ecuador as much as we do, apparently. It's going to be interesting. It's Saturday, which means we've got today, tomorrow and Monday to get to Peru. So fingers crossed we can get her to start.
More perks of Latin America.
Guy delivered it for $3.50 on his bike.
What have you got?
Seals. Not the but actual seals.
Door seals that are in one piece, not like 5 pieces.
And wiper arms.
Wiper arms.
For the brakes.
Brake pins. Me and Alex spent a while absolutely beating the radiator back into place in order to just get these bolts to line it. I'm pretty sure I cross-threaded all of them, but it was so distorted. I'm like, future me worries about that. It's still not great, but hopefully we can put it back on now. And then I'm going to show you my very clever fix the chassis technique. This is my solution. Plus tow rope, and then
Muscles.
And then pull. Yeah.
I mean, it bends it and then it goes back.
Yeah, okay. You have absolutely no faith whatsoever. Is it not straighter than it was?
It's better.
Fine. You bloody do it then.
Love you.
You want me to like explain it first? Adds to the effect because there's an engine running. Yeah, we have a bad ECU, it would appear. After speaking to the guy who built the loom for this
And spending a whole day prodding it with a multimeter.
Well, I found the problem really quickly, to be honest. We knew the problem, but we didn't know
the cause of the problem.
Why there was the problem. So we knew that the ECU wasn't sending power down to the ignition relay like it should, but we weren't sure at why was it not doing that. And having checked the ECU and checked pretty much everything, it appears that the ECU is not doing that because the ECU has got a fault. Fortunately for us, as bad as an ECU problem is, it was just the trigger wire.
The part we need to drive is still functioning.
Well, as you can hear, the engine's running. It's just a trigger wire for a relay, so we've bridged it across to the fuel relay. So now the fuel relay, they're both being powered up. We're not sure exactly why Subaru didn't do that. We're not sure why it needs an ECU feed, not an ignition feed. So we're not sure if we're going to get some really weird
behaviour
problems or whatever it is. But for now, it's running, and as soon as have our new roof rack, we are out of here.
It's 6 o'clock. Come to 6 o'clock on Saturday.
Is it really? Oh,
We are hoping to get our roof rack tomorrow at 11.
We saw it today.
And then from 11 o'clock on Sunday, we need to do almost a 12-hour drive to the border. Yay. Watch this space.
Howling in stereo.
Right, we're trying to go to the vets to get a health certificate. We've got two very unhappy cats. All Bean's really unhappy.
They're both really unhappy.
Luckily, it's super close.
So our visa runs out tomorrow.
We have no choice but to go. The bodge is holding, Ruby's driving.
The engine's running. The brakes are working. The radiator is cooling. However, we do not have second gear. We never really got it very nicely at any point, and now we don't have it at all.
Which is why Ruby sounds so loud.
So now we have to try and drive 10 hours with no second gear.
I just want to cry.
Figure out why we don't have second gear as well. And then also hope the border doesn't make a fuss about us leaving the day that our actual visa expires as well, which is not something I wanted to do, especially not on my birthday. So it's a bit of a shit show this morning.
We might have some lovely views though.
Although we probably won't enjoy them at this rate.
Right, we've made it to the welder who's doing our roof rack at least. It's not fun, but we can still drive. It's just going to be interesting when we hit some of those Andes mountains. I'm so exhausted. Really don't want to do a 10-hour drive to the border today. Just can't make this up. We've turned up at the welder to collect our new roof rack, and we can see over the wall that it's not finished.
We arranged 11 o'clock to pick it up.
It's not finished. It's past 11. His sister, who lives in the workshop, says he hasn't been here since last night. No one can get hold of him.
They don't know where he is.
We're being screwed over right now, and we don't have the time. It's stupid.
Latin America sometimes is just. And so the nightmare continues. As you can see behind me, we have a half-finished roof rack in the back now, on top of a cat with the shower and a bag of all our other stuff, and we had to spend about 20 minutes outside her house.
His sister?
Yeah, so he has a workshop at his sister's house. I feel sorry for that poor lady because it's not her fault, and she's trying to phone him, he won't pick up.
His wife is like lying, saying they can't find him. They said they'd be there in the afternoon.
All of this rubbish, and we were like, I'm sorry, like normally I would wait, but today I have to drive to the border. We explained, we said, look, we have to drive, it's 10 hours, we have a really old car, we have to go, we get fined. I paid all this, and I said, look, you can either give me $80 or you can just give me it as it is. And so in the end she gave it to us as it is, and it is nearly finished, but not enough that it's possible to put it on the roof, which is a bit of a bugger.
So right now we have a rack. It's not a roof rack because it can't go on a roof.
No, I mean it looks like it would have been really good, and it's so nearly done, but it's not, and it doesn't go on the roof. But now we're leaving anyway because what can you do? And he is a piece of work, quite clearly. I mean, I guess we got half price roof rack and more than half finished. So now to drive to the garage, pick up our remaining few things.
Get maybe Mauricio to weld it enough to go on the roof.
Maybe, let's see. I guess we see what time. I mean, we could just drive through the night if we had to. We have lights
we can
now.
Drive through
We
the
have
night,
lights.
and we could get up early and drive the last bit if we really have to. I would much rather commit an hour to getting that sorted than drive all the way through Peru with that.
I mean, it's not, because at the moment all of the roof rack stuff is obviously inside the van with the roof rack, which means that we have either, so let's see what happens. Whoa. Installed that one windscreen wiper.
Well, we got just under 5 hours and we lost all of our headlights.
We did, that we did.
But you have a trick up your sleeve, maybe?
Oh, I'm just gonna give the dip beam only fuse main like a feed from the roof lights, which is spare right now.
Is it more bridging? You like bridging this week?
Because obviously I can't do it from the relay, because I think the relay's dead because we can't click the stalk, and we've lost just the lights, and all the fuses are good. So the relay appears to have gone bang. Never fear. I have some wire in here somewhere.
We now seem to have hit a road blockade on the last road to the border. Like, the only way around this is a massive detour, which will take us hours. I'm not quite sure what's going on right now. If it's a protest, I'm not sure what they're protesting about. So after speaking to some locals, the road blockade was because of a factory which the locals apparently don't like very much. They produce sugar, and they've had that road blocked for a week and they have no intention of stopping, so we're having to go all the way around to the next big city, Guayaquil, and then cut round to get back onto that road, which is the only road to the border, which is why they've shut it. So again, sod's law, we have another 1 in a million chance, the one road we need on the one day that we need to get to the border, and they've shut it. Yay! Hola!
Hola. Okay, suerte.
Muchas gracias,
Suerte.
amigos.
Suerte. Buen viaje, ¿ah?
Gracias.
Bye.
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 So as frustrating as Latin America can be sometimes for random road blockades when you really need to be somewhere, or people not finishing their jobs when they're supposed to, their lovely family who told us that the blockade is going to be there for ages and we should turn around and go the other way, chased us down a few minutes after we left with a bag of bananas and $20 because they felt bad that there was a road blockade that was in our way in their country, which obviously is not their fault in any way at all. And they are absolutely lovely, and that was really sweet. So, you know, silver linings, I suppose. Quiet. Maybe you can make it better. It is coming up to 3 AM, I believe.
It's past 3 AM now.
Past 3 AM.
We are less than half an hour away from the Peruvian border. But if you think this day is done with us, you are wrong, my friends.
It's like the most horrible weather ever. It's absolutely chucking it down. The roads are flooded. And then to top it all off, our wipers just stopped working after putting in a solid kind of 10-hour stint. I don't know. Tomorrow me will worry about that, but we are very close.
I think it's this way.
And I need to get back to the navigation.
We ain't giving up that easy. Second bridged electrical component of the week. And we're driving, baby.
Onward. No. Not the cat. No. No bean. Go up there. I need to do
Adult things.
adult things.
Person things. See, she may be 32 today, but she's still got the youthfulness of a child.
That's hard to put. You should have seen me put the roof up.
It was something else.
I hope they don't.
Words you.
They don't want to see. Let me see your van.
So this is it, our final day in Ecuador. It's not even going to be a day. It's 8 o'clock. We've had like 4 hours sleep, but we are doing it. We are leaving. Let's hope this goes nice and easy so she can find a beach on her birthday and go to bed. If I can deliver that, I think she'll say she's had a good birthday. I always wanted to like do photos of like when we enter a new country. It's happening.
That was surprisingly easy.
Gracias por visitar la República del Ecuador. It's a shame it was so shit. Not the country, our look. Next time, baby.
Peru.
Vamos! We made it into Peru, and as we approached the office to sign in, Ruby died. Welcome to Peru, baby. We are out of Ecuador and into Peru in record time.
I think under an hour.
We did it under 30 minutes, both.
To do the entire border is
And did a vehicle document.
It's the fastest border we have ever done.
I crawled under Ruby, and the reason she stopped the minute we entered Peru is because we crushed the earth cable for the fuel pump. Lee mechanicked. Lee is number 1 on her birthday.
Wait, it's the beach.
I'm so happy. Let's go get my beach shorts on.
Belly.